Hi there, Andrew Zang PT here, and what I want to talk about right now is the number one things for backs. So as I've talked about before, back pain is very common in this country. Greater than 80% of people will have it at some point. And what is the number one thing? And that is movement. Laying around, sitting around, avoiding activity is the worst thing that someone with back pain can do. Even getting up and just walking around for a few minutes can be helpful. Now, there are those individuals who, as they walk for a period of time, they may get back pain or they may get some amount of leg pain with it. And oftentimes these individuals then choose to sit because they realize it doesn't hurt quite as much. Well, what happens is, that tolerance that was 5 minutes becomes 3 minutes, becomes 2 minutes, and then they can't walk for more than 30 seconds without hurting. So the body learned a negative response. So what we have to do is turn that around. And how we turn that around is by walking, moving. You don't have to do any fancy exercise classes or anything else in particular to start. Just get up and move. If you're somebody who sits at a desk all day working on a computer, set a timer that at least once an hour or maybe even 30 minutes you get up, you go to the bathroom, you go grab a drink, you just do a lap around the office and sit down. This breaks up that chronic, it's not the right word, it breaks up the overall building of strain on the system that happens when you sit for a period of time. I wish I could remember who made this comment to me, but for those people who have had back surgeries, doctors will tell people the worst thing you can do is sit, because that creates the highest amount of pressure on the spine, on the lower back, and on the body. So if a spine doctor is saying sitting is one of the worst things, and they've done studies to prove this, so that doctor wasn't making anything up that's not proven by science. So you need to get up, you need to move, and little by little build your tolerance. So if your tolerance was, say, 3 minutes walking, can you make it to 5 minutes? Okay, walking is not going to cause any physical harm to your back. People tend to equate pain to harm or damage, and that isn't always the case. Yes, if you grab a hot pot and you burn your hand, yeah, you may have done some tissue damage. But in the case of the back, just walking to go get a glass of water isn't going to cause your back to break or anything to fall apart. You're not going to damage any more tissues. So by understanding that fact, we can then begin to take steps. So you can walk 5 minutes, and then your next goal is I can walk 10 minutes. And then before long, you're going out doing your lunch break and walking for 20 or 30 minutes, or however much time you can work in. Maybe you're walking a little bit before or after work. For somebody who has a little bit of trouble, who can't sustain 30 minutes of walking, maybe you do 10 minutes before work, 10 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes afterwards. It's the net effect of walking and movement that is good for the body. So there you have it. Get up, walk, do something. If you're looking for specific exercises, you can search online. You'll find probably 50 million hits if you type in exercises for back pain. Is any one more better for you than the other? That's truly difficult to say without asking more questions and doing a more detailed exam. But I can pretty much guarantee that any movement is good movement for your back pain. So if you have it, please get up, move. As soon as you're done watching this video, get up, do something different. Don't sit at your computer all day long. Even myself, I can only sit at the computer so long before I have to get up and I have to pace. So I just do that preemptively for the overall health of my back. So if you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat bar. Send me an email, andrew@zangpt.com. But I'm looking forward to continuing this conversation, and hopefully that conversation happens after you go take a walk. Have a nice day.